All right, today we're going to deconstruct how a fantastic local business can go from being totally lost online to being the very first one that customers find. We're going to break down a real-world SEO audit piece by piece to really see what it takes to get visible and become in demand.
You know, it's a question that drives so many business owners crazy. You've got a great service, you're right there in the neighborhood, but when a potential customer searches online, poof, you're just nowhere. So to get to the bottom of this, we're going to look at a case study, a local dental practice with a website that, frankly, just wasn't doing its job.
So let's think of this website as our patient for the day. It's not feeling well, it's underperforming, and it's our job to figure out exactly why it's failing to connect with the very people it's supposed to serve, right in its own backyard.
Okay, so before we can prescribe any kind of solution, we need a diagnosis, right? And in our world, that's an SEO audit. But let's just forget to jargon for a second and think of it as what it really is, a digital health checkup for the business.
And the initial diagnosis from the checkup is in, and it is not good. The top-line summary is pretty blunt. The website needs significant improvement. Right away, that tells us there are some major foundational problems holding this business back online.
So where do we even start? Well, the first really clear symptom is how the clinic talks about its services. I want you to imagine the website is a real physical clinic with different rooms for different treatments. In this case, most of those rooms had the wrong signs on their doors. It makes it incredibly confusing, not just for Google, but for actual patients trying to figure out what they do.
And this chart, wow, this really puts that problem in perspective. Think of these page titles as the actual signs on the clinic's doors. A whopping 79% of them were missing the most critical piece of local info, the city name. If you don't have that, you're basically invisible to anyone searching for a dentist in their own area.
But you know, as bad as that was, the most serious problems weren't hidden away on some back page. Nope, they were right there at the digital front door, the home page. And when your front door is confusing, guess what? Nobody's coming inside.
The sign right above the front door was sending all the wrong signals. The original title was just Dentist, City, super generic. But this clinic's main, high-value service is cosmetic dentistry. By not saying that up front, they were telling Google they were just like every other dentist, and they were failing to attract the exact customers they wanted most. The recommended title? It's specific, it's targeted, and it's way more powerful.
So, changing that title was a huge step, for sure. But the audit dug up a much more fundamental error. A signal so basic that its absence was like a major structural flaw in the whole building. Get this, the homepage had no H1 tag. For anyone who isn't a web developer, the H1 is the main headline. It's the big, bold text that tells Google, in no uncertain terms, this is what this page is all about. Having no H1 tag is the digital equivalent of having no name, no sign, absolutely nothing on the front door of your business. It is a massive red flag for any search engine.
So let's quickly summarize the diagnosis. Our patient here is suffering from a confused identity because of that weak homepage title. It's literally missing key rooms for important services. The signage on the existing rooms is just terrible. And maybe worst of all, there's no sign on the front door whatsoever.
Okay, so now that we have a crystal clear diagnosis, we can finally move on to the cure. And this isn't about just trying random fixes. It's a strategic treatment plan. It's a prescription for digital health designed to fix every single one of those critical issues.
And the plan is broken down into 3 really clear high-impact steps. First, we've got to fix the front door. That means updating the title and adding that crucial H1 headline. Second, we're going to build the missing rooms, creating pages for key services that they offer but don't even have pages for. And third, we relabel all the other doors by optimizing every single service page title for local search. Simple as that.
And that second step is all about filling these huge gaping holes. The audit found the site was completely missing pages for dental clinic and general dentist. I mean, can you believe it? Those are 2 of the highest volume search terms. Creating these pages is like building 2 brand new essential wings of the clinic, each one designed to attract a steady flow of new patients.
And it's so important to get this. These aren't just little technical tweaks we're talking about. These are foundational changes to the website's entire identity. Every single fix is designed to send a crystal clear signal to Google and to potential customers, answering 3 simple questions. Who are you? Where are you? And what exactly do you do?
So with the treatment plan all laid out, what's the prognosis? What kind of recovery can our digital patient expect?
This is where we shift from the problems and the solutions to the actual tangible results, the return on investment. The expected outcome here is pretty powerful. The audit projects a 30 to 50% increase in organic website traffic within just 90 days of making these changes. That is a massive, massive jump in visibility.
But look, this isn't just about more clicks for the sake of clicks. A 30 to 50% increase means more qualified, local customers. We're talking about people in their city who are actively searching for the exact services this clinic offers, and now they'll actually be able to find them. And this shows you just how specific the goals are. The plan isn't just to do better, it's to achieve measurable success. We're talking about ranking in the top 3 search results for their main service, Cosmetic Dentist, and then the top 5 for other huge keywords like dental clinic. This is how you really go from invisible to being a top choice.
So what are the big takeaways from all this? First, your homepage is absolutely your digital front door, so you've got to get it right. Second, every single service you offer needs its own clear sign, that's the title tag, with your location in it. Third, any service you offer that doesn't have its own page is just a huge missed opportunity. And finally, it all comes down to this: a healthy, well-structured website is a visible website.
And that brings us to the final thought. Every local business has a digital front door. So after seeing this breakdown, the question you've really got to ask yourself is yours clearly marked? Is it unlocked? Or is it accidentally turning away your next best customer?